Good morning. Let's start our day by delving into the core of academic research. When you hear theoretical framework and start thinking about your research project, it might sound intimidating, a complex web of ideas and jargon, but it's simply the foundation for any research project. It's the bedrock upon which your entire study is built. Think of it as the blueprint for building a house, a detailed plan that guides every step of the construction process. It gives your study structure and direction, ensuring that your research stays focused and purposeful. Instead of just collecting stories, a jumble of information without context, a framework helps you ask the right questions, the ones that truly matter for your research goals, and connect individual experiences to bigger patterns. It helps you see the forest for the trees. This is especially powerful when studying women's voices, giving them the platform they deserve, which have often been overlooked or misunderstood. It's about amplifying those voices and understanding their nuances. Theoretical frameworks help bring those voices to the forefront, giving them the attention they merit, with clarity and respect, ensuring that their stories are heard and understood accurately. For example, if you're researching women in campus leadership, exploring their challenges and triumphs, a framework guides what to look for and how to interpret what you find. It provides a lens through which to analyze the data. It turns scattered anecdotes into research, transforming individual stories into meaningful insights that can drive real change. It's about using research to make a tangible difference in the world. We'll explore how different frameworks like feminism and intersectionality, each offering a unique perspective, offer unique ways to understand women's experiences. Each framework provides a different lens through which to view the world. Let's dive in and see how these tools can empower your research, giving you the confidence and knowledge to make a real impact. So, what exactly is a theoretical framework? It's a term you'll hear often in academic circles. But what does it really mean for your research? At its core, it's the set of ideas, assumptions, and established theories that serve as the bedrock, guiding your research endeavors from start to finish. Think of it as your research's why and how. It explains why you believe a particular phenomenon occurs and how you plan to investigate it. Think of it as a pair of glasses, each lens representing a different theoretical perspective. When you put on these glasses, it helps you focus sharply on what truly matters for your study, filtering out irrelevant distractions and noise. The specific framework you choose acts as a lens, shaping not only what you see in your data, but also how you interpret its meaning and significance. Researchers don't invent frameworks from scratch. Instead, they build them carefully from established theories and concepts, consciously connecting their work to a much larger, ongoing academic conversation and body of knowledge. Take, for example, using attachment theory as a lens through which to study the dynamics of interpersonal relationships, or employing a student development theory to explore and understand the reasons why some college freshmen struggle more than others during their transition to university life. The chosen framework provides direction, guiding the formulation of your research questions, the methods of data collection, and the subsequent analysis of that data. Ultimately, this makes your research process more systematic, rigorous, and most importantly, meaningful. Instead of simply guessing or relying on intuition, you're building your research on a foundation of proven ideas and established knowledge. This structured approach transforms casual observations into a systematic and well-defined inquiry. It's about being deliberate in your approach and consciously connecting your individual work to a broader network of knowledge and understanding. And that's the power and importance of a well-defined and thoughtfully chosen theoretical framework. Now let's focus on frameworks for studying women's voices. Traditional theories often ignored women's experiences, so new frameworks like feminist theory emerged. Feminist theory examines how gender inequality shapes women's lives, highlighting power dynamics and systemic bias. But women's experiences aren't all the same. Intersectionality, coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, shows how gender, race, class, and more combine to create unique challenges. For example, in STEM fields, an intersectional approach asks how race and class affect women's experiences, not just gender. These frameworks reveal the diversity within women's voices, making research more inclusive and accurate. They help us see the full picture. The framework you choose is more than just a starting point. It's the bedrock upon which your entire research endeavor is built. It fundamentally shapes every aspect of your research, influencing the questions you ask, the data you prioritize, and the conclusions you ultimately draw. It's akin to selecting the right tool for a specific job. Using the wrong framework, much like using the wrong tool, inevitably leads to incomplete results and a potentially flawed understanding of the subject matter. To illustrate this point, consider the following examples. A feminist framework, for instance, when applied to a tech program, might primarily focus on identifying and analyzing gender bias in its curriculum or structure. Conversely, an intersectionality framework encourages a deeper investigation, exploring how race, class, or the challenges faced by motherhood can significantly affect student dropout rates. Each framework, therefore, brings a unique lens, highlighting different problems and suggesting distinct solutions. Ultimately, your choice of framework directly determines the questions you ask during your research, and, consequently, the type and scope of data you collect to support your analysis. Selecting the right framework is crucial because it uncovers the true underlying roots of complex issues. This deeper understanding is what ultimately leads to more effective and insightful answers. Therefore, it's absolutely essential for conducting research that is not only accurate but also genuinely meaningful and impactful. So choose wisely and deliberately, and your work will undoubtedly have a real and lasting impact on the field. A theoretical framework is the heart of strong research. It turns facts into meaningful insights and ensures your work is grounded and purposeful. Frameworks like feminism and intersectionality help amplify voices that have been ignored. They let you ask deeper questions and challenge old assumptions. Learning to use frameworks is a key skill for any researcher. It transforms you from a consumer of information into a creator of knowledge. Ultimately, frameworks help us understand women's voices in all their diversity. They provide the blueprint for research that creates real change. That's a foundation worth building on.